Alright, welcome to the new series. It's going to be the Blader of Summer and the Blader of Winter, and it's going to be the Auto Challenge. You're going to compare some cars, and this special is on the show today. It's going to be the first car that the Blader of Summer is going to be talking about will be the Aston Martin DBS V12, and the Blader of Winter we'll be talking about the Pagani Huayra. Alright, so we can start talking about these and see which one that will be going out there and which one will actually be the best car. Actually, my vote is the Aston Martin DBS V12. Aston Martin, it's a much more a car to have out there every day. I think the Pagani Huayra is also just too much of a track kind of a car. I think the Aston Martin is a much more car to drive on the roads. Can actually take a little more on the road. And actually, I think it's a cool car. James Bond drove an Aston Martin. So, and you don't get much cooler than James Bond. What do you think there, Mr. Blader of Winter?
I think that you're wrong, and that the Pagani Huayra is better. It's really fast. It's actually a hypercar, and it can go fast. It cost $1 million, and it's the car that came after the Zonda, which is a really popular car, and it's super cool and super fast, and if you want to have style, you would get that, not that, because this makes you look cool.
I think you're out of touch. I think you got to go out that you have this DBS V12 is equipped with a 5,935cc V12 engine with 4 valves per cylinder. That's the same engine also used in the DBR9 and the DBRS9 racing cars. This engine produces 510 horsepower at 6,500 RPMs. That's pretty darn good. Okay? And it actually has this kind of a cool thing. It has a bypass valve that once you get to that 5,500 RPM, it lets more air into the engine, and then it increases the performance of the car. It propels it up to 183 miles an hour. Now that's pretty gosh darn fast.
You think 183 miles per hour is fast, huh? How about this car, which can go 230 miles an hour, and it can go 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds, and it uses the Mercedes AMG V12 engine, and it has 730 metric horsepower, whatever that means, and it's got some high speed.
Well, actually, the thing we'll do, that's the special, it goes to 183 when you have that special Touchtronic transmission, which is kind of one that's kind of nice, but it goes 191, which is plenty fast enough for anybody if you're going to be out there doing this thing. And it goes to 0 to 62 in 4.3 seconds. That's pretty darn fast. And I'll tell you one thing here, it actually, our friends over at Top Gear, I think it's pretty darn good, and when they're on that test track, they did faster than the previous. Can't even say it now. Aston Martins. So it tells you a lot of good things about it. It's a pretty awesome car. You know, it can handle like crazy.
I can say the same.
Okay, they keep their weight as low as possible. It has the Pirelli tires on it. You know, it's really super. It's a good car. And it has a carbon ceramic disc brakes, and it actually just keeps that weight down and keeps this light, nimble car moving in there. So I think what's going to happen is you're going to go on out there and see that this is a much nicer car. And one more important thing about this is that you can take out that Pagani Huayra there, and pretty much you're sitting in that thing by yourself. Now what happened, you have that Aston Martin, you can get yourself a pretty little lady to sit right next to you in that front seat. So I tell you what, is that extra couple of about 20 miles an hour faster going to be a change for having a little honey in your front seat? I don't think so. So there. So you can kind of keep your Pagani Huayra, and you can sit there all by yourself, going a little bit faster around some track. But you can be ultimately cool, cruising the town with your honey in the front seat right along with you. And you can be cool as 007 himself. I think you have been beaten there, Mr. Blader of Winter.
No, I haven't actually. Because I have this for you. It is fast. All we need to know. But, besides that, it is faster than the Zonda around the Top Gear test track, which everybody cares about, unless you are you.
But it doesn't make you cooler with the ladies. I'm sorry. That's what you get cars for. That's man code.
And it was also named the Hypercar of the Year last year by Top Gear magazine. And it set a timer on the track in 1 minute 13 seconds, which is faster than an Ariel Atom, which is almost faster than a Bugatti Veyron. And it was the first car less than 75 seconds on the board, their leaderboard. And it's better in every way than the Aston Martin. That's it. It's just better.
Nah, I think if people take a look at it, you got that sleek styling, you got that good look there, that car.
Then you're talking about that one. You're talking about the Huayra.
Well, that looks like a weapon. This looks like a car that you can go on out there, cruise on the town. Yeah, I think it'd be a little bit, you know.
What do you want from an Italian supercar? You want it to be cool, like that. This is a British supercar, I think. It's supercar. No, it isn't really.
It is a supercar. But I thought the Italians were about amore and love, but how are you going to do that by yourself? It's a one-seater. You're not going to do
There's 2 seats in it.
There's 2 seats in that thing.
Yeah.
If it has enough room for a tiny little rhesus monkey, you're not going to sit there and get some nice sweet European lady that comes sit in that car with you. No, no, no. It's going to be a car that has a monkey in there with you. So you have to have a little leg room. So you can go, mon chéri. So there you go.
This is among supercars, Italian supercars, along with Lamborghinis and Ferraris, which are cooler in every way than an Aston Martin. Every way. Would you rather have
But were they cool enough? Now, were they cool enough for James Bond? No.
Well, because they're too much.
What would the best car be for an agent for Her Majesty's Secret Service?
A Bugatti Veyron.
No, it happened to be an Aston Martin.
But not that one. Oh wait.
So.
Oh wait. That was in a newer movie.
So.
Either way.
No, it's just a cool factor. The fact that the other car is just a missile. It's not necessarily what makes it a great car. Just because you can go a little bit faster. It's kind of like hot sauce. Just because it's as hot as it can be doesn't mean it's going to make it taste good. Some ghost pepper is not going to taste as good as a nice jalapeno.
Now, I'm going to show you something really important here. Okay, to put these into perspective of what they're similar to.
It looks like it's going to be that. No, you have to just go with that. I think you just hang up that Pagani and go with the Aston Martin.
Okay, the Aston Martin is similar to a Citroen in every way because it's not as cool as a Lamborghini, which is the same with that not being as cool as the Huayra. It's that simple. So,
see what happens is something like the Huayra. You have to you can't really just take it out and drive it. Usually those big old multi-billionaire guys driving around, they have helicopters watching out for cops on the Autobahn and stuff like that. The Aston Martin, you can take it on any highway around.
Would you rather?
You can look cool.
go down the highway and have a car that looks like an Aston Martin pass you, or have a Huayra come flying past you?
You know, why would I really even care if they flew right past me? No, I'm not driving it. Why would I care? But, oh, cool, nice car.
You would care.
But if I could get myself a nice...
Because that makes everybody happy. When you see it, there's a big smile on your face.
Well, when babies have gas, they have big smiles on their face. So you're comparing the Pagani to baby burps?
No.
No. Or when they're loading a diaper?
No.
That's what you just told me, that when a baby loads his diaper, you're going to get the same reaction as if a Pagani passed you. See, what happens is if you're going to go in there and you're going to have that smooth and sexy Aston Martin, people will go by and say, whew, man, that dude knows style, he has taste, you know, he knows. You know, it's kind of like somebody that would drink some Dom Perignon and wear Prada. That's the kind of image that you'd get with that, you know. With the Huayra, you're just thinking you have to wear a fire suit and a helmet,
but you don't have to.
But that's the kind of image you get with the Aston Martin.
Okay.
You got yourself a nice suit, a nice, you know.
Did it take a long time for them to develop that car? Did it take 7 years for them to come up with the car that came before the Huayra? It took them 7 years to come up with the Zonda. Then it took them 10 years to replace it with this amazing car. It didn't take that long. And did the creator of Aston Martin formerly manage Lamborghini? No, they didn't. And the person that created that car was, it says they were there for the project of restyling the 25th anniversary Countach, some other Lamborghinis, and the Diablo. And did the person that do that create that car? No, they didn't. And we must now end this conversation with us saying one thing about the car. That must be 10 seconds.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, they're going to be sit there using it. If James Bond's going to use it in the Quantum Solace, which you're going to be needing because my car is way better than yours, and going in there with the great sound system, it's got all kinds of cool stuff. It's got this rear spoiler.
Oh, you know. Time's up.
But anyway, this one here is actually the lady killer. It's the car that any man would want to have, a cool car that attracts chicks.
Okay. Now with this car, it has little things that fold up like this for the front and the back. It folds like this when they come up. They don't just open like normal. It flies back up like this. The front is the same, folding forward, and this is like one of those little gull wings in a car door, which is a lot cooler than having a normal, oh, let me open the door.
Oh yeah, but you open the gull wing for a lady, it's going to smack her in the chin, she's going to go falling backwards, she's going to fall down, she's going to get hurt, and she's not going to like you. Nice.
It doesn't open that wide.
She can't get in now. Great. You're going to make her squat down, and she's going to have to be on her hands and knees trying to crawl into the car. That's even nicer.
It doesn't.
Or her nice evening gown. Yeah, it's I don't know. You haven't sold me on that.
No. What happens is you stand back when you open the door a little bit, then you sit in and you close the door. That's how doors work. Quite simple. Same with opening that car. You're not going to be right up next to the door.
You open it up wide, you sit in, close the door, you're done.
And
no one's getting their chins hit, no one's falling backwards.
And that is how this conversation will end, with me winning.
Sorry, I think you've lost. And ask any of them guys out there, do you want to have a car that's going to get in chicks, or do you want a car that guys, it's just guys like?
And we will let you have a decision by saying your opinion. Then we'll see which one wins. Thanks for watching.